Aviators, it's Dean Willpower. Thank you for tuning to my channel. I'm a student at United Aviate Academy, and I want to share with you today my first month at United Aviate Academy. I'm not even gonna lie. I made a video, but I felt like I left out some things. So I wanted to go ahead and make another video and tell you pretty much everything that has gone on my first month. I just completed my first month. So those that are coming into the program, I definitely want to give you guys some insights, know what to prepare for, just know the expectations that are coming to this school. So without further ado, I'll talk about basically their first week of United Aviate Academy. So the first week, and I'm going to go ahead and say the first day. First day, we showed up 8 o'clock sharp, actually 7:45, 15 minutes is considered on time there. So make sure that whatever function you go to, you're 15 minutes early. And we checked in when we arrived, we took our photos, and then from there, we went into the classroom and met all the CFIs that were going to be giving us instructions for that Indoc week. Not your flight instructor for the PPL, but just for that first week, which I think they call it Indoc week. You know, the first thing I want to say is that everything pretty much that they do, they pretty much mimic it off of the actual airlines. The core values that they teach on day one are the same things that you'll learn at United. In fact, there is a flight attendant that has came to the program to become a pilot, and he said that everything basically kind of mimics first week at United as far as like the Indoc period, where you learn core values and also do all your paperwork and meet all the staff and all that stuff. So the first day we met pretty much the majority of the staff there, which included HR, dispatch crew that assigns your plane. We met the CEO, METs, financial aid, head of maintenance, all that good stuff. So that was pretty much it for that particular day. And the second day when we arrived and we were issued our uniforms, issued our equipment, our flight bag, bows, headsets, just all kinds of gear. You're not going to need to purchase anything. When you come to United Aviate Academy, everything is basically provided for you. Whatever you need to get through the course, they're going to give it to you. I think the second day we also got our iPads. Our iPads are pretty much loaded with pretty much everything. Flight materials, your books, study material, PHAC, FAR, AIM, you know, pretty much every single flight book out there, it's in there. Pretty nice. And they got some other tools that you'll utilize to view your schedule of the planes. You got ForeFlight, you got Clouds Ahoy, which basically kind of shows you your flight, 3D model, 2D, and you can kind of see where you need to go ahead and improve. And basically, and we also got to meet some United airline pilots. You know, they came and talked to us, you know, gave us some good advice, you know, told us what to expect, and it was really good to hear what they had to say. Then the next 3 days was basically just continuing with the Indoc week with just learning, you know, just basic stuff, getting all the legalities and all that stuff out the way. I think we signed a few different pieces of paperwork. But that pretty much concluded that week. The next week, we actually got to start 3 days of ground. You're going to do 3 days of ground review, just everything that you learned during your written test. And you have to score at 80 or higher on those tests as well. So those 3 days are for you to get reacquainted with ground operation or ground school, you know, just some basic knowledge in regards to flying. So what you're going to do after your 3 days of ground school, you're going to be introduced to your CFI. You're going to go and have a lunch with them, right, on campus. And you guys are going to talk about expectations. You guys are going to go ahead and find out what the CFIs days off. You're going to have 2 consecutive days off, and you'll get a feel of how your CFI is. There's different types of makeups, different personalities. There's going to be some that you gel with, some that you don't, some that you find that go right by the book, some that are kind of lenient. So it just all really depends on who your CFI is, and hopefully you gel really well with them, and they're going to go ahead and get you through the course as quickly as possible. With that being said, I want to say that there have been a lot of negative things, before I got there, but from being in the Indoc and basically going to listening to other personnel, it looks like that they really, really, really are looking to go ahead and try to fix a lot of that stuff. And I've been told by numerous students there that I've came at the right time, where they have fixed things that were kind of taking things a little bit longer. And I am at this academy at the right time, and they're trying to get things on track for you to finish in 12 months. And it's really going to be up to you, if you're doing the maneuvers correctly, and you're reading your material, and you're coming prepared, you're definitely going to go ahead and be within that 12 months. Furthermore, this is basically almost like self-study. They're going to tell you how to go ahead and get things done, but you're going to need to go ahead and make sure that you show up on that day prepared and ready to go ahead and do what you're expected to do. And you're going to know exactly what you're going to do through the syllabus, because they tell you everything that you're going to do for the next 16 weeks. So just make sure that you come prepared, you read your materials, and you're ready to go. Okay. Now, with moving on, your next section of this, the next things that you're going to do after your 3-day sim, you're going to go ahead and get into the plane. So you're going to go ahead, learn your walk around, your pre-flight procedures, all of that. You're going to learn how to turn on the aircraft. You're going to learn how to run up the aircraft. You're going to learn briefings, the passenger brief, the before engine start brief, the departure brief, the approach brief. You're going to learn call outs, above 200, above 85, positive rate, flaps 0. You're going to learn all these different things, which, like I said, the briefings are the same briefings that the United pilots do. They're going to give you basically a lanyard with the same cards that the pilots have, and you're going to go through all that stuff. You're going to work the same way from day one as United pilots, right? And also the call outs are the same. You're going to learn flows, okay? You're going to learn the checklist, okay? So all of that, you're going to know exactly what those things mean when you get there. I may make a separate video to explain all that stuff, but just know that you're going to need to learn your flows, your checklist, your QRCs in case of emergency. What do you do if the engine stops? If there's a fire, you're going to have to memorize all that stuff, okay? And it's a lot. It definitely is a lot. I would say that everyone that basically goes to this program feels stressed a little bit and overwhelmed, but you'll get through it. They say there's one way to eat an elephant, and that's bite by bite, okay? So just take the knowledge and break it down and just study it and keep on studying and keep on studying. You're going to have to memorize it, okay? And these are going to be the same things that you're going to be doing every step of the way. When you come here, when you get to the regional, when you get to the legacy airlines, it's all the same. Anyway, so you're going to be going through your lessons in your plane. So basically, your first couple of lessons is just going to be the basics. ascending, descending, and turns, right? For maybe like the first 2 or 3 times. And then after that, you're going to go ahead and start doing your ACS maneuvers, which is power on and power off stalls, steep turns, slow flight, S turns, turns around a point. You know, you're going to be doing all that stuff. And the place is busy. I mean, like when I first started to go around United Aviate Academy, they literally had like 20 planes. They have 80 planes now, and you know, they have turned Goodyear Airport into a very, very, very busy place. So, you know, you got to get in there, pre-flight your plane, get onto the taxiway, and be ready to go. You know, because you're only going to be given like about an hour and a half up in the air to go ahead and try to do all your maneuvers, right? And that's another reason why it's important for you to go ahead and do some home studying and dry fly on the ground at home on your own time. So when you do get in the plane and you get up there, you can be as proficient as possible, right? So those were basically the first 4 weeks that that I have experienced at United Aviate Academy, and it's going by fast. I mean, like 4 weeks ago, I just started, and it just seems like yesterday. So, I mean, right now, I am actually preparing to go ahead and start studying for my check ride, which is probably going to be somewhere around 12 weeks, right? And another thing is that after you get done with ground school, you're going to have mandatory 16 supplement classes. And each of those classes goes a little bit more in depth on each topic in your ground course, right? So those are mandatory. So, I mean, I've been doing pretty much, I've been going 100 at all of this stuff, trying to get it all done. So I don't have to do that anymore. I can always go back. They do allow you to go and repeat the courses, but you have to attend at least one and have your paper signed off saying that you did attend. But that's basically it. And I just want to go ahead and give you guys an update on my first month. I'm enjoying it, and I can't believe that I'm here, but I'm finally here. And hey, let's do it. So I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys an update on what my first month was like here at United Aviate Academy. Stay tuned. I got more videos coming. Peace.